This video is intended to help current International Academy students select courses for their junior and senior years in the IB Diploma program. As a reminder, the DP is a 2-year course of study. The IB Diploma program is an academically challenging and balanced program of education that prepares students for success at university and life beyond. The program has gained recognition and respect from the world's leading universities. Colleges recognize that students graduating with an IB diploma have met rigorous academic standards, are well-rounded, and are equipped with the skills to be successful in college. When selecting courses, it's great to keep future career plans in mind. However, it's also important to leave room for flexibility, and it may be better for students to focus on subjects that interest them right now. The International Academy runs on days that consist of 4 90-minute blocks on alternating A days and B days. To help picture your course selection, you should think of your student's schedule as 8 blocks. 5 of those blocks are to be filled with standard IB coursework, including English literature, second language, and history, which students all complete together as a cohort and are taught at the HL level. No decisions need to be made regarding those courses. Students will have some choice regarding which science or sciences they choose to study, which math track they will take, and what their 6th IB course will be. I'll explain the details of these choices over the next few moments, but first I'd like to explain some of the content of each subject area to help you inform your selections. All students take English literature as part of the diploma program. This course is taught at the higher level, meaning students will eventually have the choice to test at either standard level or higher level. However, they have been taught at the more advanced skill set for the past 2 years. The World Literature course focuses on translated works, the writer's craft, essay writing, and literary analysis across the genres, including our newly added graphic novels. DP students complete both internally and externally assessed components in all of their subject areas. In English, students will be tasked with having a recorded one-on-one oral conversation with their teacher about the literature they studied in class. This will be graded on the student's use of language, presentation, and focus, and literature analysis skills. They will also complete formal essays, which are sent to skilled examiners around the world, and complete end-of-course final exams in May of their senior year. For language acquisition studies, students will continue their skills in the language they've suggested for the MYP program. Similar to the English literature course, the language acquisition students participate in a recorded oral conversation with their instructor, where their fluency with the language is assessed. During the May exam session, students will not only write responses in their target language, but starting in May of 2020, will also listen to recorded samples and answer questions based on what they've heard in that target language. Next up is history. Students will all take the History of Europe course together as a cohort. This is taught at the higher level of study, again giving students the option to test either in HL or SL during the fall of their senior year. They will make that selection. This course asks students to examine multiple perspectives of history and reflect on how our country has been influenced by historical events all around the world. For their internal assessment, students complete a historical investigation that helps them learn valuable independent research skills. During May exams, students answer 2 to 3 structured response questions on topics from the curriculum. Sciences are a subject where your student has several options as far as which topic they would prefer to study. By the completion of their sophomore year, students will have had some introduction to biology, chemistry, and physics, which are the 3 course options for science. Our biology course focuses on topics such as genetics, cells, and ecology. The chemistry course covers everything from bonding to biochemistry. And physics students will study waves, fields, and induction, among other topics. No matter what science your student selects, they can count on a hands-on approach to learning with many labs, experiments, and scientific investigations. The internal assessments for science involve students developing and carrying out their own experiments out in the field. During May exams, science has one of the only multiple choice sections in the diploma program, mixed in with other short and extended response questions. When selecting a math course, your student's current math teacher is really the best expert to consult. They know his or her current abilities and which course may best play into their strengths. In math, students can choose from 3 different courses: Applications SL, which focuses on statistics and probability; Analysis SL, which is similar to an AB calculus course; or Analysis HL, which is more like a BC calculus course. The IB has stated that colleges respect both analysis and applications courses equally, and that students should make decisions based on what interests them. The assessment structure is similar in each course, with an internal assessment that involves extended problems to investigate a solution. The May exam consists of 2 to 3 exam sessions, depending on the level in which the student chooses to test. For student 6 subject selection, one option is to explore the arts. At the IA, we offer visual arts at both the HL and SL levels. Students learn about analyzing art and the choices artists make. Additionally, they complete an exhibition of their own art pieces using a variety of different mediums. Students could also choose to take HL or SL music, which allows students an opportunity to investigate a composer's choices, as well as to develop and perform their own pieces. An exciting addition to the new music curriculum is the use of music technology to aid in composition. Students who are not artistically inclined have a few more options, including taking an ab initio language, economics, or an additional science course for that 6th subject place. Ab initio is Latin for from the beginning, and it describes the course designed for students who wish to learn an additional language. For example, if your student has studied Spanish at the IA for the past 2 years and is going to continue studying it through junior and senior year, they could choose to add year 1 and year 2 of French studies to broaden their language backgrounds. DP Economics is another choice that often appeals to students with a strong math background who may be interested in a career in business. This course studies both micro and macroeconomics and helps students understand concepts like inflation and how markets work. Some of our students also choose to take on an additional science course. So for example, your student may wish to study biology and chemistry as 2-year courses of study. For the last 2 blocks of our schedule, many students select the standard course of study, which is to take product team, which is similar to a study hall, and our government class. Then our language culture class, followed by TOK, theory of knowledge, and exam prep. If this is the course your student selects, then their options are rather clear-cut. However, if your student wishes to fill one of those blocks with a music ensemble class, they must take a government option either online or over the summer to free up this opportunity in their schedule. Some students wish to take on the responsibility of a 7th IB course. Due to the stress load and discipline required for such an endeavor, the IA requires a 3.9 unweighted GPA to enroll in a 7th subject. When considering your course selections, it's important to reflect upon the amount of coursework given during sophomore year and the way your student handled that course load. Students should consider their involvement in extracurriculars, after-school jobs, clubs, and sports, and seriously weigh the options as a family before committing to their course selection. In the coming weeks, your student will receive an email with instructions on how to digitally enroll for the courses they select. It's important to give this task your prompt attention, as popular courses can fill up. If your student has a question about subject area content, your student's abilities, or if you're just looking for recommendations, your student's current subject teachers are the best experts to ask. Please reach out to them with your questions and concerns. Thank you.